So hello fellow banknote collectors, this is Glenn and today we're looking at some Icelandic banknotes. So the first thing you notice about Icelandic banknotes is the country's name, Iceland. So Landsbanki Island Seflabankin, and this is the TH sound. We English used to use that letter as well, but we got rid of it when we moved from the Anglo-Saxon to the Middle English phase. So these are from the Old Krona. So in 1980, they redenominated these at 100 Old Krona equals 1 new Krona. So here I have 5, 10, 25, 100 krona. So when they actually changed this over, the 100 krona was the lowest banknote because they issued the coins up from 1 to 50 krona. And if we look at the 5, these were issued in 2 dates for the higher banknotes. The 5 krona only had the 1957. And it's quite a small banknote, 110 millimeters by 70 millimeters. It's quite nice. If we look on the back, we have Besas Taether. I hope I pronounced that pretty badly because, I've never actually spoken Icelandic before. And the official residence of the President of Iceland, situated on Gafabir it's in Reykjavik anyway. So that's looks like a pretty much a country estate you'll probably find in the United States. Icelandic buildings are a lot like this. They're just totally different than the buildings that you'd find in the Nordic countries that I've seen. Could be wrong. Definitely the buildings that you find in Austria, Germany, and Switzerland are totally different. So this is more of to me it looks like more of a colonial feel. I have these type of churches around my place. In just up at Mernda and Doreen, they have these type of churches. They're actually quite small. And does it have a watermark? If I turn the light around, I don't see any watermark on that. Don't even see a security thread. But the actual value of this banknote would have been quite low in 1957, hence why they changed it to a coin. So the statue is a Norwegian Viking, Igufur Arnesen, by Einar Jonsson, located also in Reykjavik. So that's a Viking, and it has his name down there, the actual guy. So these ones only have a single letter prefix, and this is the 7 million banknote. Then we have the 10 kroner. Obviously, this guy's probably John Eriksson, probably from the 1700s, not too sure. So this one has the 1957 and the 61. The 61 has a double prefix number. And on the back, we have Reykjavik Haven, so Reykjavik Harbour, and has pretty much modern ships. All these, they look like fishing vessels to me. That's my amateur knowledge of boats. So these ships, so in the Canadian video I said I don't like the ships with lots of ropes, so the schooners and the older sailing ships, but these ones are okay. And obviously we have icebergs, we have land. And the thing about Iceland is it's all basalt because it's part of the mid-Atlantic ridge. obviously it has gotten a lot of magma. That's why it was raised above sea level. And these banknotes are not quite cheap. If we look at the 25 krona, 1957 and 61, they didn't change this little coin. They just skipped it. They just had a 10 and 50 krona coin. So this one has Mungus Stevenson Longafur, and it has a coastline. It's a Fjordfjord. It's a Jordfjord. That's the actual name. Obviously, it is a fishing village. You've got fishing vessels around there. And on the back, we have some fishing vessels of Vestmannaeyjar. So that's a nice banknote. This one should have a watermark. Yep. It has probably his portrait. Looks like it. Might have been. Then we have a 100 krona. So there are other banknotes. There's a 500, 1000, and 5000, which alas I don't have. This is Tryggi Gunnarsson, and here we have a church in the background. Hola I Yatada, or whatever. I should stop butchering Icelandic. And there was no 50 krona, so if you're wondering why I got 25 and 100, there was no 50. There is only the higher feed banknotes. And this one's 150 by 70 millimeters. So as you can see, these banknotes do increase in size with the actual increase in value. As you can see, 1961 DA prefix, and on the back we have sheep herding, which is a major part of the agriculture on Iceland, and one of the reasons why there are no trees, because Iceland used to be covered in a lot of trees, I think firs and pines, but then they cut down all the trees for sheep grazing, and they're starting to reforest it now. So, and this is a quite a nice banknote. So you've got these sheep looking at you, wanting to charge. The watermark is the guy again. So I don't think that guy is on the actual banknote. I don't know who it is. And this one is the highest value banknote I actually have. Another thing you should know is that, maybe turn that light off. Okay, fix the lighter. Is that the hundreds? Okay, we'll start from the 5. Okay, the 5 krona started with A. 10 krona had B. 25 krona had C. 100 had D. 500 has E. 1000 has F. So that's another thing as well. And the current banknotes also follow the system of the first letter prefix. And the smallest banknote at the moment is the 500 krona. So let's have a look how much these actually cost. So here I've got some banknotes for sale. So you got the 10 krona for $8.50. Oh, you got 100 for $10. But I actually purchased these ones, I think, for like $15 all up. And then you got a settle free. And I have this on, yep, the lowest, $5.19. So it looks like the 1957 5 krona is a lot more money, because they probably wouldn't have lasted long, and most of them would not be found in uncirculated. So yeah, about $20 to $30 for 5 krona in uncirculated. Then the cheapest is probably that 10. Then you got 100. It's probably also cheap because that lasts a long time in circulation. Then we got a series here, 5 to 100 for, let's have a look at condition. Yeah, looks quite nice. Yeah, the condition looks pretty similar to the ones that I have. So, how much would a 1961 series cost? Okay, so we should bring up, it's bringing up stamps as well. So category, don't want stamps. Nope. All categories. Notes. Okay. And I like to put the lowest first. Woo! And it's bringing up a lot of the next series banknotes. So the lowest that we got here is $100, $10, 15 for 25 krona. Then we got some better series of banknotes. So they're not a cheap series to get. And as you go down, you get the 500 krona for 38. So it gets pretty expensive when you get the higher valued banknotes. And you got a $50 for the 1,000 krona. I had a chance to get a pair of them. I think for like $20. I missed it. That's my loss. Yeah, so uncirculated, I'm going to be paying quite a lot of money. So for a banknote series like this, in this condition, I think it was like $45 to $50 you're going to pay for some of these. Yeah, but I like Iceland's just very fascinating, especially with the volcanoes happening at the moment. And just actually the way the islands were colonized. The Vikings colonized them. The Norse, they spoke Norse, and it developed into Icelandic. It's quite a complex language. It is related to English, I think, by about 2,000 to 3,000 years separation. So a lot of words in Iceland you'll find are pretty similar. So we've got 5, Vim, we've got it, 1, 100 is the same. And we have T to Gu or Fim. So I've got 20 and 5. So it's 25 krona. And the 10 is Teal. Teal, that should indicate a long vowel. And also another thing I didn't say is that they did change the name of the bank. So Landsbanki, so Landsbank Iceland to said Landsbankin. So there's a difference between the 57 and the 61 banknotes, apart from the 2 and single letter prefix. Anyway, thank you very much for watching my video. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you learned something about Iceland, or at least the currency anyway. And I didn't say it's a derivative from the Danish krona. In 1922, they issued their own coins, but the banknote's been around for a bit longer than that. So anyway, thank you very much and have an awesome banknote and coin collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.